What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Stick to the Script podcast, where we giving it to you raw, diggity dog. Yeah, y'all know that's the slogan, raw, diggity dog. Make sure y'all listen to us on all podcast platforms such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts. Follow us on Instagram at Stick to the Script Podcast. Follow us on Twitter X at Stick to the Script 3. Yeah, we giving it to you raw, diggity motherfucking dog. Yo, what's up, y'all? What's good? It's your boy G's. I'm back with another episode, with a special episode of Stick to the Script podcast, man. You know, I just watched the Philadelphia Eagles. Y'all just heard the fight song. 1-0, baby. That's all I'm going to say. 1-0. It was a tight game against the Green Bay Packers in Brazil. A home game in Brazil? That is insane. Eagles came out, did their thing. The score was 34-29. It was a tight one, close one, but we pulled out the W. It was a little ugly in the beginning, you know, and all that, but we pulled it off at the end. Hurt showed his resiliency. I'm going to read y'all the depth chart. No, not the depth chart. I'm going to read y'all the box score. My fault. I'm going to read y'all the box score and a recap of the game. I'm going to tell y'all Green Bay stats and Philadelphia Eagles stats. Are Philadelphia Eagles for those of y'all who's listening. That's Philadelphia Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. Y'all know the song, man. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. So we're going to start with Jalen Hurts. He was 30 for 24, 278 yards, 8.2 yards per throw, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He got sacked twice for a loss of 12 yards. His rating was 80.3. That's not bad. But we're going to go to the player of the game, our new running back, number 26, Saquon Barkley. He had 24 carries, 109 yards, 2 touchdowns. No. He had 2 rushing touchdowns and 1 receiving touchdown. That is crazy for a first game. That's crazy. I ain't going to even lie, y'all. Then we going to go down to Jalen Hurts. He had 13 carries for 33 yards. You know, that's a little light. He rushed for 13. He had 13 attempts and all that for 33 yards. We don't need Hurts running all around all crazy unless he trying to escape pressure. You know what I'm saying? Gainwell had 1 carry for 2 yards. You know what I'm saying? Then we're going to go to Philadelphia receiving. A.J. Brown, 5 catches, 119 yards. His average was 23.8. 1 touchdown. He had 10 targets. Devontae Smith, 7 catches, 84 yards, 12 point yards a catch. He averaged 12. His average was 12.0. His long reception was for 25 yards. He had 8 targets. Dallas Goddard, 4 catches for 31 yards. We ain't really get Goddard involved like that. I feel like we should have got Goddard involved more. You know what I'm saying? But as time goes on, you know, he's going to get involved. He's going to get heavily involved. I like what Kellen Moore was doing with the offense, you know. He was getting a little creative. And then, you know, he started to look a little, his play calling was looking a little suspect in it for a little bit, but he cleared it out. He had niggas running in motion and things we didn't do last year and stuff like that. So our offense definitely looked different. We got Saquon Barkley. He had 2 catches for 23 yards, and he had 1 touchdown. Grant Calcaterra, 1 catch for 11 yards. Kenny Gainwell, 1 catch for 10 yards. Jahan Dotson, he had 0 catches, 0 yards, and 1 target. He only had 1 target, so we're going to get him involved. But this is the thing. We got to clean up. Jalen Hurts. He fumbled the ball twice. He lost it once. He threw 2 picks. So we got to clean that up, yo. We got to clean that up. So let's go to the defense. The defensive stars. My defensive stars. Zack Baun, he had 15 total tackles, 11 solo, two sacks, 1 tackle for loss, 2 quarterback hits. So he was flying all around the field. Like Zack Baun, a lot of y'all probably never heard of Zack Baun because when we signed him, I never heard of Zack Baun either. But he's our starting linebacker. Reed Blankenship, 8 total tackles, 4 solo tackles, 1 pass deflection, 1 interception as well. Blankenship got the interception thanks to Zack Baun, for playing good coverage. Reed Blankenship jumped the route and caught the ball with 1 arm. I'm like, oh, okay. Quinyon Mitchell, 5 tackles, 4 solos, 2 pass deflections for the rookie, our first-round draft pick. Our rookie, he came in and did his damn thing. He ain't get no touchdown scored on him or nothing like that. C.J. Garner-Johnson, 5 total tackles for 2 solos. Nakobe Dean, another person that balled out. 4 total tackles, 3 solos, 1 tackle for loss. Darius Slay, 3 total tackles, 2 solo tackles. Avonte Maddox, 3 total tackles. Nolan Smith, 2 total tackles. Jalen Carter, 2 total tackles. He should have a sack in there, but it's not showing. It's not showing in the box score because he got that sack that hurt Love. He took Love out the game at the end, but he got 2 total tackles and 1 quarterback hit. Josh Sweat, 1 total tackle, 1 solo tackle, 1 QB hit. Devontae Smith, I don't know how he got a tackle. Well, it is what it is. But, I'm here. We sticking to the script. Eagles got that dub. I'm happy. Even though I was sweating my ass off a little bit. I was a little upset during the game. For all those real Eagle fans that's listening and all that. Y'all feel the pain, man, because, when we do, dumbass shit during the game, that shit get frustrating, man. Like, when Hurts threw them picks. The second pick, it kind of had me scratching my head because I'm like, what the hell is he throwing at? He was throwing on a run and he threw the ball and he just threw the ball up. A.J. Brown was calling for the ball, but A.J. Brown I don't know why A.J. Brown called for the ball, but Hurts ain't really put the ball on the money where he should. The guy, what's his name? Jair Alexander, man, he is nice, man. He is nice. He picked the ball off in the end zone and ran it back for about 15 yards out the end zone. So that kind of pissed me off. I ain't going to even lie, y'all. I ain't going to even lie. But, we going to take our W and we going to clean up our miscues as we go. We got to clean up the miscues because that's just what it is, y'all. It's going to be ups and downs during the season, but we want to carry these W's over on to the next game and all that. We got Atlanta next. We got the Atlanta Falcons next at home in Philly. We had to I ain't going to say waste, but use a home game in Brazil, which I didn't like. They took a home game away from us, but it's all good. Philly fans travel. We travel all around the world for our team, man. We loyal fans, man. Shout out to all them Philadelphia Eagles fans, man, and all that, them diehards and all that. Let's get it, baby. So, I'm sitting up here watching the press conference. I'm live right now, too, y'all. This is right after the game. It's 1:12 in the morning. I just said, fuck it. Let me just do this episode real quick, y'all. Like, fuck it. I got to cover my Eagles, man, because, I'm covering everything. I'm covering sports and all types of shit like that, especially my Eagles. But we going we gonna play the press conference or whatever, and we going to see what's going on with that. As soon as I get the press conference, I'm going to play A.J. Brown. He talking to the press. Nick Sirianni, he talking to the press as well. So we going to get to that, right to it. Let's get right to it, y'all. So I'm having a little trouble finding the press conferences, but I will play something. I will play a clip from ESPN and one of the analysts. What's his name? I forgot his name, but he is an analyst from ESPN. Let's get it, y'all.
Sports Center. We're going to leave way for LA, and it's all football all night. Playing with us, Coach Herm Edwards is here. 8 seconds to go on the clock. Jordan Love, we have to start there. What did you see? What's your takeaway?
Well, hopefully he's going to be okay. If not, that's a sufficient, injury for the Green Fans. Did a fabulous job.
Shout out to Jordan Love, too. He's a hell of a quarterback, y'all. Jordan Love came out and played. He had a hell of a game. I knew this game wasn't going to be easy playing. I ain't even look past Green Bay because I'm like, it's going to be a tough game. And it was a back and forth. It was a shootout. It was a shootout and all that. But, our defense came, held up. Hurts threw his interceptions in the beginning, but he still led us at the end. He's very resilient. Hurts is a very resilient quarterback. He don't let a pick, a fumble, or nothing bring him down. He's resilient. Even Jordan Love threw a pick, too. He threw a pick, and he came back, and I think he scored after that or whatever, or I think they kicked the field goal. But we did a good job of keeping them out of the end zone in the second half. But even though they got number 11, I forgot his name as well, but he was going off on us, too. He was going off. But Zack Baun is a stud. That's an overstatement, man. That bull... I can't stop talking about Zack Baun, man. We've been looking for a linebacker for a long time. Kobe Dean and Zack Baun did they motherfucking thing. I can't even lie to you, player.
In the red zone, held them to one score. That was the game. They made them kick field goals when they turned the ball over or got it in the red zone. I'm talking about the Green Bay Packers and held them.
Both teams are going to return
Herm Edwards, y'all. Herm Edwards.
Sunday and Monday, so it'll be an extra day off for the Eagles. They'll play on Monday night on ESPN. Saquon Barkley, first carry, -5 yards. You're like, all right, what's going on? Turns out everything was A-OK. Why was he so effective in his much ballyhooed Philly debut?
Well, I thought they did a nice job of not only running with him, but also throwing him the football. And this is who he is. I mean, he's in an offense now where he has other players around him, so everyone can't key just on him, right? They have a good receiving core. They have a good tight end. I mean, he becomes a guy that you can use as a chess piece. You get him in the run game. You get him in the pass game. And thinking about his first debut with the Eagles, he scores, 3 touchdowns?
Yep.
I mean, maybe could have scored 4, but they messed it up down in the red zone. He had a fabulous evening.
Yeah, if you're a Giants fan right now, you're thinking, all right, we're going to see him twice, and we saw him do what he did for so long. I want to give you one more nugget.
Shout out to the New York Giants. We love y'all for letting Saquon come to Philly, man. We love New York Giants fans, man. We love the fans. We love that organization, man. We love it, y'all. Thank y'all again for Saquon Barkley. 3 touchdowns. He should have had 4. He should have had 4 TDs. But it's all good, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. But I'll take the 3 touchdowns. And his debut, too, 24 rushes, 109 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 reception touchdown. That is crazy to start off the game. That is insane. Let's get it.
One more statistic here. Take a look at this, and then we're going to go out to Sao Paulo to go on the field and talk with a couple of guys. This is so interesting. If you kind of take a look at what we've got for you here as the Eagles hold on for a 31-29 win here. Sao Paulo on the field, made the trip, and is talking to who else? You know who.
Jalen. Got the first win in South American NFL history. Must feel real good for you and your football team.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing just to start the season off the right way, getting it in the win column. There's going to be a lot to learn from this tape, but shit, it's about how you finish. I'm happy how we finished.
And Saquon Barkley had such a debut in an Eagles uniform. Was it your intent to give him the ball as much as possible to try to help you guys win this game?
Yeah, I don't know if that's a question that I can answer, but I know when everybody's numbers called, everybody does a good job of showing up. And so we just got to do a good job, but just continue to clean up those little things.
And the little things started at the beginning of the game, and you fought through them. How difficult was it to fight through some of the mistakes that you guys made?
We talk about the turnover battle, and those are things that you can control. And so we got to control the things we can. You know, the turnover battle is huge in this league.
At the beginning of the second half, you called A.J. Brown's number on that long throw.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
He made a hell of a play, ran a good route, held the safety a little bit, and just he did the rest.
What can you learn from this game now going forward? Get some rest, get home, and get started for Monday Night Football in front of the crowd?
It's good to win when you got this long-ass flight, so. but yeah,
that's a way to put it. It's a long flight.
We're excited to learn from it. I'm excited to learn from it.
It is a long flight. It is a long flight.
But we enjoyed it. It was beautiful.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Couldn't have done it without handing off to Saquon Barkley. Toted the rock 24 times for a $109, as Bucci said. Couple touchdowns, busted off one for 34 yards. That was his long run of the night. And they will be well rested. As I said, Packers are going to come home. They'll play the Colts at home at Lambeau on a Sunday. There's a reason Saquon's smiling. Not just a win and an eventful flight home. They'll have an extra day off when they take on the Atlanta Falcons, and that will be week 2, Monday Night Football. They got a brand
10-hour flight. Y'all heard what Jalen said. 10-hour flight. It's a long-ass flight. That's a long flight. And we coming back with the W. Oh, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. If we would have had to fly 10 hours back home on a loss, that would have been a quiet ass plane ride for that whole 10 hours, man. But on the plane ride coming back to Philly, oh, that's gonna be a loud plane ride. They cheering and everything. Like this some good motivation going to Atlanta, man. Well, Atlanta coming to us, but you know what I'm saying, Monday Night Football, you know what I'm saying, we going to be well rested. You got like a week and a half to rest. You feel what I'm saying? And we going to come back on Monday Night Football, and then we going to do the Thug Thizzle again. We going to show the Falcons who it is. We going, you know what I'm saying, we going for 2-0. And it's crazy because I was watching the pregame with all the analysts in it and all that, all the analysts and all them. And they all had Green Bay winning. And I think it was like 8 of them. 2 out of 8, only 2 people picked the Eagles to win this game. A lot of even people on sports radio was saying Green Bay going to beat us by 3. They going to beat us by 2. Why would you go against your team like that? Like, I would never go against my Eagles, man. It's Eagles against everybody. Eagles all day. Fly, Eagles, fly. EAGLES, Eagles.
brand new offensive coordinator in Kellen Moore. I know Coach Edwards was really happy with their red zone defense, and this has got to be a load off Nick Sirianni after the disastrous end to the 2023 season. They made a ton of changes, and they pay off big time. Barkley, much ballyhooed offseason edition, stays in the division, and for sure will likely be haunting the Giants after watching this one here tonight.
The big story we'll follow is Jordan Love. Remember last year, he was one of only 9 quarterbacks to play all 17 games
Second
last
half
year.
Of the season, lights out.
And then here, going down, you see the left ankle. So obviously they'll probably have some x-rays, make sure there's not a fracture or anything. He did walk off, but watch that.
Shout out to Jordan Love again. He had a hell of a game. Unfortunately, you know, I don't like to see nobody get hurt or nothing like that. Jalen Carter wrapped him up, and I guess it was his ankle, but he had to get helped off by the trainers. And I'm like, wow, Jalen Carter, man, he just a beast, man. Like, he just got one hand, one arm on his leg, twisted him around, and I don't know how the hell Love got that ball off, but he still got the ball off to Jacobs at the end of the game. But that knocked him out of the game. That knocked him out of the game at the end. And, you know, that was kind of like, I'm like, dang, that's crazy. I hope he ain't hurt bad because Love is a good-ass quarterback. He learned from the best. He learned from Aaron Rodgers. He learned from the best. And you see he got a similar style, throwing style, scrambling out the pocket, throwing on a run. Like the way he delivered the ball accurately and all that, and his demeanor at the line of scrimmage, how he can control the offense and audibles and all that, man. This boy is a beast. And we all witnessed Jordan Love destroy the Dallas Cowgirls last year in the playoffs, y'all. He destroyed them bums. Destroyed the Dallas Cowgirls.
That left ankle right there, it's grabbed, and there's a slight twisting motion.
Week 1. 4 years, $220 million in the offseason, making him one of the highest paid quarterbacks in NFL history. Saquon Barkley got paid in the offseason, a 3-year deal nearly worth $38 million, 26 guaranteed. And Ryan, we saw Saquon Barkley I mean, doing work. It was a big night for him. 24 carries, 109 rushing yards, 3 total.
Takes the 2 turnovers early in the first quarter that made you feel like, okay, here we go again, 2023 Eagles. But Saquon Barkley's a reason for optimism. I think the way that Nick.
So they showing the most touchdowns in the Eagles debut since 1970. So you got in 2024, Saquon Barkley got 3 touchdowns. He tied with T.O. in 2004 when T.O. debuted for us in 2004. T.O. scored 3 touchdowns as well. Deshaun Jackson had 2 in 2019. DeMarco Murray had 2 in 2015, and Charlie Garner had 2. So these was the most touchdowns in Eagles debut since 1970. So Saquon tied with T.O. But like I said, he would have broke the record if he would have rushed it in. But you know, we ain't gonna touch on that though too much, because we gonna sit up here. We got the W. We gonna take them 3 touchdowns, man. Saquon at the top of the list. He gonna be in a running for MVP of the year, man. I'm telling you, this boy is gonna get 10 plus. I'm gonna say 20 total touchdowns, man, between running and passing touchdowns, receptions. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna be a top bull. I'm so glad we got this guy once again. Shout out to the New York Giants, man. Shout out to, I know a couple New York Giants fans. I salute y'all. I salute y'all for letting Saquon leave. Let Saquon walk. So we don't got to play against Saquon. You know what I'm saying? Saquon on our side now, y'all. He on our side. Let's get it.
Nick Sirianni has let his coordinators, both experienced, both new, Kellen Moore on offense and Vic Fangio on defense, take care of their respective units. And I think that was a point where you said, okay, is this team going to break right now, halfway through week 1, or are they going to have a little backbone here? And perhaps that's something that we can look forward to in terms of how the Eagles are going to go forward this year, because last year they finished 1-6, the wheels fell off, and we didn't know if Nick Sirianni was going to keep his job. A lot of things have changed. One of those changes was Saquon Barkley, and clearly that was an investment well worth it, even 1 game into the season here.
You know, we were watching the game in the green room with our Madeline Burke, who works here at CBS Sports. She noted how Saquon looks a little bit leaner. And when you think about him being a leaner back, he's looking a lot like the Penn State Saquon Barkley. You combine that with the offensive line and the zone read, and we saw that burst return to Saquon Barkley. If this was a normal field and had better field conditions, he probably could have gone for over 200 yards rushing tonight against Green Bay. So this, if you're an Eagles fan or just a football fan in general.
And that's another thing, too. I ain't touch on that neither, y'all. The field was slippery. So our pass rush couldn't really get off. I wanted to see a little bit more from our pass rush. Our secondary was pretty okay. Quinyon Mitchell did his thing. He had a good debut as a rookie, man. He held his own. He got 2 pass breakups. You know what I'm saying? The only thing is our secondary, we got to tighten up on the zone coverage, because the bull number 11 was getting off on us. But he was only really getting off because he was finding the soft spots in the zone. So we got to tighten up on that zone. Vic Fangio, our new defensive coordinator, you know, he been in the game for about 30+ years. So hopefully we can adjust. We can fix that zone. And once we fix the zone, I mean, other than that, our defense had a pretty solid day, even though we gave up 29 points. I mean, it was a shootout in the beginning. It was a shootout, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, we ain't really – the defense came through when they needed to come through. They came through when they needed to come through. They got the stops when they needed to get the stops. We forced a turnover thanks to Zack Baun and Reed Blankenship with the pick. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. I love it. I love it right now. I love it here. I love it. 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 Let's get it.
A fan of Saquon Barkley, you have to like what you've seen tonight from a guy that's going to probably cross 1,400 yards this season, running like he did tonight.
Tied for the most touchdowns by any player in a team debut since 1970, matching Terrell Owens with 3 touchdowns in this one against the Packers. Ryan, how do we feel about Jalen Hurts, his night? How do you feel about that? The 3 turnovers, but he was still productive, but he wasn't the Jalen Hurts that we expect him to be.
I think what Jalen Hurts is looking for, Akeem, is stability. Since he's been in Philadelphia. They've had turnover the offensive coordinator position. Shane Steichen 2 years ago got the most out of Jalen Hurts, and then he took the job in Indianapolis, who they'll face next week, incidentally. Last year it was Brian Johnson as OC, and nothing went right. Even when they were 10-1, you would look at that offense and go, this doesn't feel right. But Emery sort of touched on it with Jordan Love. Number one, the field conditions were deplorable. If we were upset last night about the illegal formation calls, the field was less than spectacular or garbage. Either one of those terms works, and I expect Jalen Hurts to get better. And again, I feel like this was a test for this Eagles team after the way things ended last year. And it wasn't pretty, but they got the win, and I think they're going to build on that and the confidence that comes with it as well.
There's three parts to this, in my opinion, where Jalen Hurts, you like the fact that he is able to battle through adversity. So he had an up-and-down game, but on the back end of it, was able to drive his team down the field to where they got the game-winning points, right, the field goal to put them up by 5 or 6. And so when you look at that, okay, cool, that's Jalen Hurts. That's what he does. The touchdown passes, that's what he does. What he also does is protect the football. We hadn't seen that this in his ball game. And I can't shoot him bail on saying, like, you know what, man, that's the new OC, because you are in control of where you throw the football. And some of those interceptions were head scratchers. Now, what Ryan was talking about, and I agree with completely, he's working with the new OC and Kellen Moore. And what we saw tonight was the play clock running down to the last couple of seconds before they get the ball off. Some more changes at the line, some checks at the line. All of that you can attribute to them working out the kinks with the new OC. So I felt like we saw three.
Yeah, y'all heard the analysts, man. The analysts gonna hop on dick and balls and all that, because you know we got the W, man. You feel what I'm saying? But it's one thing that be bothering me though. It's a lot of Eagles haters around. It's a lot of Eagles haters, y'all. A lot. It just seemed like when we win, they nowhere to be found. They nowhere to be found. But let us have lost this game, it would have been all types of stuff on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Instagram posts would have been a lot. It just would have been crazy, man. Like I don't be understanding. Like, these guys, man, they sit up here and watch our games, these haters. They sit up here and watch these games, and they got an opinion on about how we lose. But when we win, where are y'all at? Y'all nowhere to be found. Y'all nowhere to be found. Like, nowhere to be found. Let's see what Saquon Barkley got to say, man. Saquon Barkley said a little something.
Thank you for all the love and support. Go Birds. What's up, Eagles fans? Checking out Brazil. Got the dub. Thank you for everyone who's traveled. Thank you for all the love and support. Go Birds.
He got the game ball, y'all. He got the Friday night game ball. Friday night game ball, y'all. Let's get it, y'all. Now, since I'm in the mood, man, I'm going to play a song from Seal. It's called Fly Like an Eagle. I want to fly like an eagle. Woo, yeah.
Time's on slipping into the future. Slipping into the future. So I wanna fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I wanna fly right into the future. I wanna feed the babies. Can't get enough to eat. Wanna shoot the children. No shoes on their feet. I wanna house people living in the street. Oh yeah, there's a solution.
It's a solution, man. Y'all hear what Sil's saying? You gotta fly like an eagle to the sea. Y'all hear what he's saying, man? You gotta fly like an eagle. Where else you gonna fly at? Eagles gonna fly like, you know what I'm saying? They flying back to Philly with a W. Because we flying like them Eagles, man. That's what we do, man. You feel what I'm saying?
Post-game live, presented by our friends at Cure Auto Insurance. 34-29 to 1-0. Are you kidding me? You're up late. You're a diehard, the same as us, and you watch the Eagles win hard. Let me see. Offense, Saquon Barkley, pretty darn good. Pretty darn good.
Shout out to NBC Sports Philadelphia. I watch this all the time, y'all. I watch NBC Sports Philadelphia all the time, man. I love it. I love it here.
Yes, but this was a much ballyhooed Green Bay team, and the Eagles took them, bottom line, 34-29. Barrett Brooks, Ron Jaworski, Reuben Frank still at typing. We will go to Brazil. We've got interviews for you, but the analysis starts with Mr. Brooks. Your thoughts, Mr. Brooks?
I've never been so happy to be wrong about them coming into this season. Yes, it looked exactly the way I thought it was going to look. A lot of mistakes, a lot of jumping off sides, a lot of penalties. You can tell that the team, as far as on the offensive side of the game, was not ready to play up to the standards, they put forth and they said they were going to go into. But I tell you this, they kept on fighting. They kept doing what they needed to do, and they won the game. It just so happened that there was a lot of draft passes by the Packers, and as they went forward, they got together and made this happen. I like the fact that they won this game. And I don't feel like it was last year when they were almost beating teams. No, I think they just went out there, imposed their will, and got the job done.
But, Jaws, this would have been a bad loss. And that's how great a win it was. When you think about the flip side of that coin, it would have been bad with all the stuff that went down, but they won.
It was a win, Michael. You are correct.
You're right.
It may have been an ugly win. There's no question about that. There were problems on offense, problems on defense. I mean, there were a lot of mistakes in the game.
Listen, a win is a win. They saying it was an ugly win or whatever. Well, a win is a win. A win is a win. So the only thing we can do is build from here. Build from here on out. Don't go backwards. Hurts. Fix them turnovers, Hurts. You can't be turning the ball over when you down in the 15, down in the 20, down in the 10, down at the 5. You can't be turning the ball over. We got to fix these miscues. We got to fix our zone coverage. We got to get tighter. We got to put hands on the receivers. We got to play press. You know what I'm saying? Rely on the corners to play press. Because we got Garner Johnson back. Garner Johnson is back. Reed Blankenship, he don't drop no interceptions. Nakobe Dean dropped an interception today. It would have been a pick 6. But it's all good. He still had a hell of a game. He still made up. He had a hell of a game. Sheesh.
But I thought they played a physical game, which we talked about in the pregame show. The one thing that I wanted to see from this team that I saw lacking late last year was that physical side. They ran the ball for 144 yards. Saquon Barkley was magnificent in this game. Defense, they were so-so. They had some great plays. I loved Vic's scheme. They designed some things, made some great plays on defense.
Zack Baun.
Blankenship interception was phenomenal. Yeah. It was schemed. It was a beautiful. I wish I had a telestrator, like draw that thing up. But Vic Fangio did it.
On the camera.
We'll do that. It was great design. Give Reed all the credit in the world. Blankenship, he made the interception, but he got in a position to make a play because of the design of the defense. So I saw a lot of really good things. I mean, it looked like a preseason game to start out. I mean, you look at Jalen, first ball's intercepted. Horrible decision, horrible throw.
He had a bunch of those, though. It was a second.
Second. It's just bad decision. And then the mistake on the second series where they get a fumble. But other than those two ugly starting plays of the game, I thought they settled in the game and some really good things that we'll talk about throughout the evening.
Ruben, you know what they say, winning's the best deodorant. How much cologne was heaped on this thing to make it smell like a rose?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was really impressed with this team's resilience, and we saw a team. Yeah, I think you mentioned the Packers took the lead 4 times in this game, and every time, look, they had the Eagles on the ropes a lot, and they bounced back each time and took command of the game in a way that we didn't see at the end of last year. Last year, December, January, there is no way that team wins this game because they fell apart in the face of adversity. This team answered the bell, and they responded resoundingly, and that was impressive to me. There's a lot of points where I thought the Packers were like a play or two away from really taking command of the game. Yep. And each time somebody made a play, whether it was a defensive stop on 3rd down, a turnover like Reed Blankenship, huge interception, or a stop, they played some great red zone defense. They gave up some big plays, but some great red zone defense. I thought every time they had to make a play, they made a play, and that was good to see.
Speaking of Reed Blankenship, Here he is moments ago on the field at Corinthians Arena in Sao Paulo, Brazil, with John Clark.
All right, we are joined here by Reed Blankenship. You obviously had a big play in this game. Tell me what went into making that play. Were you reading him?
Yeah, I read the quarterback, but at the end of the day, everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. CD, if you go back and look at it, CD played a really good route on the backside and took him off of it. And I was there to slow play the seam route, and it went our way. So I'm very, very happy for him, very happy for me, and it was a team effort at the end of the day.
Overall, how do you think the defense did here in Week 1 under Vic Fangio?
I think we did pretty good. Yeah, we had some sloppy series here and there, but we're a team. Especially in the locker room, we came together. On the sideline, we come together. It doesn't matter what happens, we're always together, and that's the main thing. You got to play as a team, you got to play as a brotherhood, so that's what we're really doing.
What was the mentality the first 2 turnovers by the offense? You held them to field goals, and then you did it again. All 3 times the Eagles turned it over, you guys held them to field goals.
Hey, put the ball down. Hey, sudden change, we need to own that. And in my eyes, that's the biggest play for us as a defense, because if we shut them out or holding them 3, that's huge. That's a momentum play. So we did our job. We got the offense's back. They got our back. So at the end of the day, we got a dub. So
final question for you, the plane ride home, going home from Brazil, how was the experience here?
It was phenomenal. There was stuff said here and there before we came, but it's a beautiful country with beautiful people, and I'm glad of what the NFL's doing, just trying to expand everything. So maybe we get to come back soon enough. So
thank you very much for your time. Thanks, Reed.
Reed Blankenship, one time's enough. You went to Brazil, you saw Brazil, you slipped and slid all over the field. Stop. That's all.
You had to mention that, didn't you? The slip and slide.
Well, I'll tell you. They're lucky no one got really hurt.
Week 6 against the Browns will now be played. Thanks to Reed.
So when you look at both sides of the ball and you start with the offense and you look at what befell them initially, and right off the bat, there's a Jalen Hurts interception. They overcome that, though. What did you think of Hurts' play?
I wasn't impressed with Hurts the way he played to start the game off, and kind of sort of towards the end also. I mean, he's got to make better decisions. I expect more from Jalen because Jalen expects more from himself also. But, just the bad reads they had, decision-making wasn't as crisp as it was. I'm watching in camp. He made great decisions during camp, but I didn't see it in the game necessarily. There's some things that, they're going to have to work on, get better, and he'll work on those things. But at the end of the day, my expectation of Jalen Hurts is a lot higher than what I saw on the field today. They have some work to get done. He'll get the work done he needs to get done. But at this point, if I say, all right, Jalen, you just won the game, I'd really be downplaying the way I think of him as a player. I'd really be downplaying.
Yeah. Year 5, he can't be making those mistakes.
Right.
He almost made a mistake at the end of the game when he threw that ball in the flat that should have been picked off to go the other way.
Yeah.
We would have been behind late in that game. I don't know if you saw the corner.
Fumbled on the goal line.
Right. A couple of decisions he made were not the right decision. So, I was concerned about those reads. And I thought he played a little fast again. He was leaving the pocket. The offensive line, I thought, was sensational.
Yes, they were.
He had a lot of time, but also I'd see this. And when this happens, it's not a good sign for quarterback. It means you're dropping your head and you're looking. Your eyes got to be up and scanning the field, down the field. When you start doing this, you can't see anything else. And that means he's looking for the run. And I saw too much of that. So I think it's something you have to begin to coach him a little bit harder on.
All right. How much is he didn't play any preseason games?
Oh, you want to start there now?
Well, I'm asking you. I'm giving you a choice. You didn't play in any preseason games. It's week 1. And there's natural rust.
Yes. We had the same argument last year about this. You've got to play where there's some bodies flying around. It's contact. It's football. This isn't flag football. You practice flag football all week long. All of a sudden you get a game. The tempo picks up. Bodies are flying around you. The platform of your throws changes. Your footwork changes. And all of a sudden you get in the game. That's what happens. You're not prepared for the bullets flying for real. The defenders playing for real. And he looked a little bit flustered at times.
Ruben?
Yeah, I don't disagree with any of that, but what do you get in exchange for that? You he's going to be healthy coming into week 1, and that's what Nick. That's how he looks at it. He's like,
well, I disagree with
him. He might be. I know you do, and I don't totally agree either. But he's always going to be this way. He's not going to play him because, he's 4-0 in the openers. The New England game was just as ugly last year as this one was. But they're winning those games. Jalen's healthy coming into week 1, and that's what Nick's going to do. That's just the way he's going to do it.
But he got hit an awful lot today.
He got drilled. I thought he really got beaten up, and that might have.
So we got Devontae Smith press conference, his post-game conference. You got Devontae Smith in the locker room. Let's see what Devontae got to talk about, because he had some key clutch catches down the stretch, man. He made some good-ass catches down the stretch. Some good-ass throws from Hurts and some good-ass catches from Devontae, man. One of the best receivers in the game, y'all. Like, underrated. I'm talking about underrated, man. This boy is a beast. And he was working in the slot for majority of the game. He could work slot, inside, outside. You can line him up anywhere. You can rely on Devontae. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but this bull can catch. He ain't scared of contact. He go up the middle. He could do a little bit of everything, man. He just a beast, man. This bull. Shout out to Devontae Smith, man. Sheesh. Shout out to Devontae Smith.
Feels good, man. It's always great when you can get the passing game and running game going. When you do that, you're hard to beat.
And what did you see on that first down conversion at the end of the game? I guess, can you walk me through the play?
It was just came down to you winning your one-on-one. It was man and just had to go out there and win the one-on-one.
It was two big catches for you in that drive. Do you feel like that helped close the game for you?
Yeah, Coach Nick always talk about, when the game on the line, he trusts us to go out there and make the play. And I'm glad that they trust me to do it. And, I went out there and did what they expected me to do.
As a receiver, that catch that Saquon made in the end zone, how impressive are his hands?
It was great, man. We expect that out of him. It was amazing.
How much does he open up the offense? What do you see the defense having to do to account for him?
He opens up a lot. He gets a lot of teams out of the too high stuff because you have to come down in the box and kind of have to account for him. So it helps a lot, but it helps even more when the passing game and run game is working real well.
Is this how you envision it looking?
Yeah, minus all the turnovers and the sloppiness we had, yeah.
But the fact that, the big-time players for you guys all made big plays.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
What do you attribute that sloppiness to? Do you think it was some of the preseason rest, or?
Nah, it was just us not executing. Whether it was us going out there, not running the right routes or something, not getting to the right play calls, just not executing. It had nothing to do with them. It was all of us.
Jalen talked about staying together as a team, even when things go wrong. You had turnovers. How do you think that went? Everybody staying together.
That's a big part of the game. No game is going to be perfect. You're going to have mistakes, so it's all about how you respond once you make those mistakes.
Who were the main leaders who were keeping you guys together?
Jalen, he's the captain of the ship. Everybody follows him. Everybody rallies around him. So whatever he says, we're right there with him.
What did you think of your overall experience down here?
Oh, it was great. The fans were into it. It was amazing. It was loud. I enjoyed it.
And getting back to that last drive, you guys get the ball with about 7.5 minutes to go. I think it's a 2-point game at that point. Is there a conversation, like, I guess don't give them the ball back?
Yeah, we got to put the ball away. Anytime you're at the end of the game, we love for the ball to be in offense hands. That was the talk the whole time, put the game away. Don't give them a chance to get anything.
You guys have talked about the bind that the talent you have puts on defenses. I guess, how would you describe the way the Packers tried to deal with that?
They threw a lot of different looks at us. We knew it was a game we were going to come in. We didn't know exactly what was going to go on, so we had to adjust. And I think we adjusted well.
It looked like a lot of single high at times. Is that
here in week 1?
We got off to a slow start. Obviously, the first 2 possessions weren't up to our standard, but we were able to settle down and kind of pick it up. I thought we made big plays, and obviously defense helped us out, but we got the win, and that's the most important thing.
Speaking of the defense, to turn the ball over twice in the beginning and they hold them to field goals, and they did it all 3 times. How impressive was that?
Yeah, that was huge. Huge shout out to them. They gave up a few big plays, but came back and were able to hold them to field goals, and if you can do that, put you in a good position. If we can score touchdowns, we should be able to win a lot of games.
Saquon Barkley's Eagles debut, how would you describe it?
Man, it was incredible to see him out there. It was a little surreal. It started off with his first touchdown. It was like, oh my gosh, what a play by a running back, making that catch, getting his his feet in, and then the couple hits that he had, big runs, 3 touchdowns. I mean, I'm glad he's on our team, that's for sure.
Was this a little bit of a chess match in the beginning? They have a new defensive coordinator. Were they showing different looks and doing different things?
I think it was just a little bit getting the nerves out. This is the first game. Things happen. It seemed like the first run we had, first 2 runs, we slipped in the backfield. But we were able to overcome, and that's just a sign of a good team. We got a lot of football ahead of us, a lot to clean up, but I'm excited for where we're at.
Decent amount of slipping, it seemed like, on the field. What was your experience?
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of the Super Bowl turf. I made sure to wear the 7 studs, the deep, longer cleat ones, and those definitely helped a lot, but it was slick out there.
Did you kind of...
Yeah, it was definitely slick. That's Dallas Goedert talking, y'all. It was very slick. But I found a clip on Instagram, y'all. I gotta play it. It's one of my homies, my man Bishop and all that. You know what I'm saying? He a Giants fan. And I be trolling him all the time. I've been trolling him since we picked up Saquon. I've been talking shit since his organization didn't sign Saquon back. So I'm gonna let y'all hear the hating shit that I be talking about with these haters, these so-called haters and all that. This is one of the Eagles haters right here. He's a Giants fan. My man Bishop, man. Shout out to Bishop, man. Look, he posting all types of shit about, man. Let's see what this nigga got to say. Look at this, man.
40 out of pocket. The nigga ain't ready for it already. Oh man.
So this is him hating when we fumbled the snap and Green Bay got it back, one of our turnovers. This is him hating, man.
That's a bad joint. It's a bad joint already. Don't cry. Y'all ain't gotta slide my DMs either. He trying to give him a pep talk.
Y'all hear the hate? Like, the hate is real. Like, it's a lot of haters out here, man.
Y'all ain't gotta slide my DMs. It's cool, y'all. Don't cry.
And then he gonna put up on his story, "Let's go Packers, that sweet ass defense." He's a fucking hate ass nigga. Then he gonna put on his next post, "Damn Eagles fans, y'all sick. 9 hours just to choke. And that was supposed to be the home opener. I keep telling y'all, only believe in money green." It's gonna be hating, dog. Go Pack, go. That was his next post. Sheesh.
Hey, so check this shit out, man. Check this shit out. Them Packers about to score again. That is fucked up that y'all only savior is a former Giant. Without Saquon doing them 3 touchdowns.
He is sick. He is sick that Saquon came here. Talk about y'all our only savior. Yeah, Saquon balled. He balled today. But other players was making plays too. You forgot about A.J. Brown. He had, 5 catches over 100 and something yards, a touchdown. Hurts did his thing at the end. We ain't even get all our weapons involved. We ain't get Jahan Dotson involved. Goddard had a couple catches. I mean, Kenny Gainwell did a little teeny bit. We ain't see Shipley was out there, but they was using Shipley as a decoy. But we ain't use all our weapons. But listen to this guy hate, man. This is a Giants fan hating. He just be hating. He don't like to give credit where it's due, man. It's horrible. It's horrible, man.
Y'all are down by like 30 points or whatever. It don't even matter. If you was to take Saquon out y'all equation, yo, y'all are trash. I can't wait till week 7. The G-men are going to scorch y'all.
Week 7, we play the Giants. Saquon gonna have 200 yards on them niggas, man. Saquon is gonna go off. He is gonna go off, and we playing them at their house too, man. Bishop, if you listen to this, get ready for a rude awakening. Get ready. We gonna tear that ass up, motherfucker.
Boys, and my defense ain't allowing none of that shit. Y'all already know what's up. This Big Blue over here, baby.
I want y'all to remember all this shit he's saying. I'm putting this on a podcast for a reason. I want y'all to remember this shit, because when we play in week 6, week 7, or whenever we play these dudes, we're gonna destroy him, man. Bishop, just make sure you answer your DMs, man. You do a good job of answering your DMs. You ain't one of them Eagles haters that come out the woodworks and all that. You be talking the whole time and all that. You know what I'm saying? But we got something for you, man. Saquon got something for you. He's going to go off against y'all. He had 3 touchdowns against Green Bay. Imagine how many touchdowns he going to have against the Giants. Seriously, like, come on.
Hold the fuck up, nigga. Y'all got the game fucked up. You see that shit? Listen, my former running back is the reason.
This nigga just pulled out a New York Giants Saquon Barkley jersey. He still got it. He still got the jersey. Why do you still got this jersey? He left y'all. He's gone. You still want him? Y'all can't have him. We got him. He's in a better organization, an organization that's going to treat him right, an organization that paid him. Y'all didn't want to pay Saquon. Y'all didn't want to pay this man. Now he going to make y'all pay for not paying him. Fuck out of here.
Reason why y'all got 30 points. Like, come on. Y'all so bums, man. Y'all defense is trash. Y'all need all the offense y'all can get.
Now we bums. See y'all week 7. Get that defense ready. This boy is hilarious, man. Shout out to Bishop, man. This boy is hilarious. I can't even care. He hilarious, man. This boy is hilarious, though. I don't even know what to say. Bishop, shout out to you, man. Shout out to them Giants, man. Shout out to y'all, man. We did the damn thing. We did the damn thing. But I tried to make this episode a little short. But, you know, we still got an hour into it. But this is a bonus episode, y'all. I'm going to be covering the Eagles this year. I'm going to be doing a little bit more sports. I'm going to start doing some more sports, man, because, you know what I'm saying, Eagles flying right now. Basketball season coming back. Sixers coming up. We got a month left to NBA start till my Sixers get in. So I'm gonna do a little bit more sports. I'm gonna do some bonus episodes for y'all, man. I'm gonna bring it to y'all live. We're gonna stick to the script, man. But, you know, for the time being, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here though, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this little bonus episode I gave y'all. I had to give y'all something. I just wanna put something out, let y'all know that we ain't playing. Stick to the script. We coming this year, y'all. We coming. You know what I'm saying? We covering everything. We covering everything. Every single thing, y'all. So, shout out to them Eagles. We 1-0. We got Atlanta next. Hopefully I'll be out there tailgating with my folks. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to tailgate. At least do a tailgate every year. Tailgating is lit. Be out there with some real fans. We don't got to worry about no haters and none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it, y'all. But, you know, this your boy G's, man. This was another episode of Stick to the fucking Script. Because we sticking to the motherfucking script. I gave y'all some press conferences and all that. I gave y'all a little bit of something, you know, just to cover it for the day. I'm excited, man. I don't even know what else to say, man. Eagles won. Fly, Eagles fly. Let's get it. This your boy G's. And I'm out of there.
What's good, everybody? We appreciate you listening to Stick to the Script podcast. Please make sure you follow us on all social medias and get your Stick to the Script episodes wherever podcasts are at.